watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Couldn't get any closer. Try to forget all that we had. I'm rolling like water in the sea. The memories crashing into me. So close to the edge of something so worth it. You have the world right at your feet. It almost is all we'll ever be. Let me go. Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer.
Yo yo. What's up? Hello Zube, welcome. Yuzaro, hello. Yeah, so today we're gonna be I've been working on the trade window for the past couple days, and I've come to a point where I can start working on styles, start focusing on styles, so I'm going to start turning this guy into something that looks like this. We also have to do this whole lock style stuff. Hello, Pintorico. Well, $60 package to get me beta access on the 4th of July. I'm not actually sure the price of the tiers or any of that stuff. You'd have to ask support, or yeah. So, but yeah, you can do all the cool stuff, like drag items into the trade window. Right now, it's not hooked up. Like you can't trade with someone else right now, but we're working on that. So. But yeah, this is kind of fun, just like moving things over. And then you just, I'm just right clicking to remove it from the trade window for now. But, and then also if you have like containers inside the trade window, you can open them and see their contents. And this is the other person's like window, what they're going to be adding to the trade. And then also there's like some stacked items aren't, when they go in the trade window, they're going to 0. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna figure that out. So yeah, I'll probably start off like figuring out what's up with that. And then try to fix that and then move on to styles. Because it's happening to, it seems to only be happening to like crafting items. So I'm just gonna log out what items are. I also need to fix, like, sometimes when you drag it really fast and drop it into the zone, the tooltip just stays. I don't know why. But I guess I'll figure that out after I figure out why these guys are at 0. Alright, so let's see. What's going on? Let's move this guy in there and then see what's up. So this guy should have a unit count. Maybe I'm just not let's see. Where's, I assume this is like a crafting container item. Okay, and then let's go into here, and then here. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay, it's the same thing. Actually, no, I'm gonna be returning. Okay, now that should show up with the correct unit counts. I know you're speaking out loud for the stream, but does it help you to think over what you're doing? That's what I often do when I'm working from home. Yeah, sometimes like I talk to myself, but it's, I mean, like if I'm not streaming, I won't say it out. I'll kind of like whisper under my breath. I hope no one hears me. They probably think I'm crazy. But when I'm at home, like by myself, I'll speak out loud. But I just like talk to myself in general. Sometimes. We're all a little bit crazy. Yeah. I don't think it's crazy. It's just like, Like my mom always talks to herself. I think I got it from her. Just growing up, like seeing her just like talk. I guess I don't know. Not in like a crazy person way, just like a totally normal person talking to himself way. Okay. Let's see. So this should show. Okay, yeah, that's good. So we fixed that. Next, I want to figure out why like the tooltips are coming up like this. So I think like when I drop it, am I doing anything to like the tooltip? Let's see. Maybe I can go like let's see. Put this guy in here. On dragon. Okay. Maybe that's why the tooltips were showing up. Or because I wasn't the mouse leave event wasn't being called because it was just jumping. This kind of reminds me of like the PUBG like equipping items when you drag items over to equip them. But except these tooltips are acting odd. Okay, I think that, yeah, that fixed it. Okay, I see why. Oh, I guess I didn't. Maybe I just need to. It like works sometimes and it doesn't other times. Let me just see. I also need to fix that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into styles. Not sure if it actually built. So it like works, and then I don't know what. Maybe. That's odd. It says it should be off. Let's look in the actual tooltip component. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't know. Alright, well, I guess that's pretty minor. It seems to be happening after I remove it. So, let's just move on, and then hopefully I get an idea as I move on. So, first thing I'm going to do now is, I guess, just start working on this guy. Make it look like this. Hello, double knot. And then after that, probably just get this year off, or you will receive. That should be really quick and easy. And then like start working on the lock stuff. Okay, let's see. Oops. So I don't actually know. This probably needs to be smaller. I have it at 200 pixels right now, so. That looks good. Okay, what else? Let's make this text bigger and then those guys bigger. Probably 18. I think that's pretty big actually. Compared. Actually, well, I guess it's probably like 16. It's probably 16. Okay. Now let me see what that background is. It's like, maybe it's probably this, or let's see. Do I have it in here? No, this is all just the lock stuff. Yeah, maybe I should hold on, let me ask. Let's see. make some builders? No. Oh, I did these after I click save. Okay. I also need to give these guys like a golden border. Actually, yeah. Actually, I'll probably have to do something tricky to make it look like how we want it to look. So maybe like just see how this works out. And then I'm gonna do something like blue, and then add a mask to it. And I think yeah, so I'm gonna be using this guy. So it's called button border overlay. I think it's an image, and then I can go trade button. Okay, and then okay. Now that should give me like a blue border, but I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work. Should give me like a blue thing around these guys. Sass, some new CSS. It's just like another way of declaring styles, I guess. I think they're called CSS preprocessors or something. I don't know what they're actually called, but you can do nifty things like let me find a file. Like instead of saying, you know, making a separate block of CSS for active, you can just use the and embed it inside the class. So it's just like a different, and then you can import Sass files and stuff like that. Yeah, you can have if else and stuff like that inside for CSS. We don't use it that much anymore. Alright. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So it did show up as like a blue little border. It's just not looking that great. So maybe just like, yeah, make it go out a little more. Let's try 3 pixels all around. Then let's give it a brighter color, like, okay. So that's kind of like what they're supposed to look like. Except these look much cleaner. I have to go. Let's see. Maybe I should just use like a gradient border or something like that. And then instead of like just using a mask. this to bottom, because on the bottom it kind of changes colors. Or I guess it's diagonal. So to bottom right. And then I'm just gonna do gold, and then I guess like actually I can just I'll eventually get like actual colors for these guys, but for now it's fine just to grab the color code off of Chrome. And then border width. And then okay. So this will may need to have like a probably need to go like this. And then like this. And then let's see. Okay, that should be good. I want to see. Okay, this is what we had before. Now it should add that little padding right here. Need to add some letter spacing and capitalize these guys and change the font. Yeah, what song is this? It's a good song. Alright. Okay, so that's not what we wanted. But almost. I don't know why the text is outside. Let's see. Oh, this guy has to be that. I guess I. And then let's see. So do something like that, and then get rid of this, and instead Oh, well, okay, I see. So I could actually just go like that. Don't actually need that. And then just pass in the text. And then instead of doing this, just go. I'm gonna add it at the beginning so it's clear like what this is. Okay. Get rid of these. Alright, cool. Is this gonna... Okay. We'll see. Okay. So that's same thing. Okay. Wait, that's it's a little odd. Maybe I have to add like quotes around this. Oh. Is that why? Maybe that's why the image and the text weren't showing up, because I need to add quotes around the content. I could actually probably check that. Oh no, never mind. Did I... I think I clicked save after I put this semicolon. Let's see. Do you have a certain reference resolution? Like, will the UI scale to other resolutions, or will it actually adjust element positions and sizes accordingly? It just, like the slots right now don't actually like get bigger or anything, but they do, the number of them decrease. Like our full screen stuff should be pretty responsive, or fully responsive. So like as you decrease the window size, you know, things will squish a little more. Squish. And then at a certain point, let's see. Yeah, they just keep wrapping. Everything keeps wrapping. But at a certain point, like, I guess here, the nav overlaps with each other. But I just haven't added, like, any wrapping or responsiveness to this guy. And then some things over here just, this is like playing on a cell phone or something like that. Probably not actually, this is, we could actually like check out what our UI looks like on a cell phone. Let's see. Yeah, so this is what our UI looks like on an iPhone X. It's pretty neat. So it's pretty responsive. Yeah, but I'm not using any like set or like developing for one resolution. Let's see. Okay, so the buttons look pretty well. Oh, whoops. Hey. They're just not completely centered inside the borders. Oh, it's because of this. Okay, cool. So that worked out pretty well. And then I got the so get rid of that. Maybe make a bigger gap between. Let's do this on this guy, and then make a bigger gap in between the border, and so that may be a little too big, but it's fine. Okay, so we got the background. Oops, need to download it for the midsection. Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna. Where's the midsection? Just add a background to this guy. And then what's it called? Trade texture G. I want to see what. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, also you set it up so you can like it's like half screens. I don't think you should be able to like have two equipped open, but everything is like half screens. So you can have trade on this one. We optimizing for iPhone X? No. Well, I mean, like, I guess we built everything super responsive, so it can be. You can actually like use it if you were to use it on an iPhone X. Apparently. Ooh. Yeah, I think that. I think that's a little too much spacing. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see the image. That's pretty good. Well, I'll need to mess with the colors a little, but that's pretty. It's good spacing. So. Okay. What next? Oh, I need to add some letter spacing in these guys. Um, make them uppercase and then see how that looks. So maybe like 16. I think they're already at 16 actually. That looks so odd. Maybe I just need to make it a little more bold. Like the letters look so light and skinny. So let me change the style, the font style, and then make it uppercase, and then give it some spacing. Maybe just one. Actually, probably more. And then maybe give it a little more weight. So like maybe like 600. No, it's too much. Huh. Some thick fonts for you. Alright. Yeah, so that's fine. I'm just gonna change the font family. And then make it uppercase. All this for a button. Alright, let's see. Now I guess next thing I'm gonna edit these guys. I think I just need to make them uppercase and maybe increase their font size a little. And then maybe add some more spacing between the number. Okay. Make it 18. And then it looks like these guys are same font as this guy. I don't even that's fine. Maybe add a little more space between the number. Just gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then I forgot to make it all uppercase. Uppercase. Okay. Next I'll probably just like get this guy in. And then fix up the style of the header. I should just make this type of thing like its own component because it seems to be used in multiple places. And then just have props for the width and height and stuff like that. I thought I... Yeah, I'll probably make the buttons 18 pixel font size also. They just look a little awkward right now. Okay. I also need to add in that cancel button style. And then I need to fix like why like this isn't filling up all the way. And then fix the guys down there on the footers, the weight and unit count. That looks a little... I guess it's fine. Maybe add some letter spacing in, should be good. And then we can always edit it. Does that look... Maybe make them a little smaller. I'd say that looks pretty good. Okay, let's see. Okay. Just something about this button text is really bugging me. Okay, so next I'm going to Gerbalot looking great, AJ. Thank you, man. Next I'm gonna, let's see. I'm probably gonna stub this guy in and this guy in. So let's do that. Actually, I'm gonna probably break this out into its own component because we're using it in like the containers and in the trade window. So might as well, instead of just remaking the same code. So like, let's say window header or something. Calamute. So what is the language today? Yeah, it's not Java, it's JavaScript. Yes. I actually probably could just like copy and paste what I have. Just this guy, and then maybe the title as well. Well, the only... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they're two completely different languages. Hey Zadrid, hello, hello. Let's see. I'll need a... I'm gonna save this color in... Where is the header? Well, I guess I still have this, so it's fine. But... Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, this is just the border, so... am I specifying like the background color? Am I right now? I guess I wasn't. Cause like on these guys, they have like an overlay. Yeah, they're using a different back. Maybe I should just. I don't think it's worth it to make this guy. I'm just gonna, because they're actually pretty different. Honestly, I don't even need to make this guy either. I can just put it in the header. Yeah. I'll say main header container. And then add just like a container. And then I'll break out some CSS so I can reuse it between the two, the main header and the subheader. So let's say like header foundation or something. And then they all should be using similar things. The only thing that changes is just the height and the padding. Actually, I think the padding is the same. Yeah, they should be lined up. It's just the height between the subheader and the main header. So, take this guy out. We'll see you have build templates, like building templates, so you can quickly change between any builds you have saved and or armor set combinations. I don't actually know the plans on like that, but that's a good question for our Q&A. I think today is Thursday. Yeah, we have a Q&A tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be some designer on there, either Mark or Ben or someone that can answer that question for you. But I don't actually know like if we're gonna have build templates. That's a good question. But I think tomorrow at 4 p.m. or I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have, you know, a designer. You can ask questions like that. I thought you were talking about like actual building templates. Alright, so anyways, let's see. I think we can also, actually I'll just so yeah, I've never thought about, or I've never heard like Ben talking about that, but so they both use the header foundation. But just to be sure, you should join the Q&A tomorrow and ask, and then he can give you a very precise answer. I think these guys are also lined up, so I could add like header I actually don't think these guys change. Oh yeah, they do, except the color. Let's see. So maybe just add this. I'm gonna go like this, and then get rid of that border image line. I'd imagine like have saved in our armor set combinations. Oh. I was thinking like total like ability buttons and stuff like that. I know you can just like total build swap, but I don't know. Okay. You mean save setups build? Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure then. I haven't heard of like a specific mechanic where you can just completely yeah. Like in WoW, how you can switch between two specs. Yeah, okay. I know you can switch things around, but I don't think there's like completely switch a role on your character. Like WoW does. Like you can go from DPS to tank or something if you're a warrior, or like protection to arms or something like that. I don't. Yeah, I think you'd have to ask a designer to be 100% sure, but it's more just like your character is your character, and you have the archetype, and you're not going to be switching. You know, as a stone healer, you're not going to be able to switch to, you know, a full-fledged tank or something like that, or. Okay. So this guy can also, without respecting, of course. Is that a challenge? Yeah, dude. If you can tank as a stone healer, sounds amazing. I want to be on your team if you can. I'll join you in battle if you can tank as a stone healer. Effectively tank as a stone tank. Yeah, same thing. Technically, you could just drop stones all around you, then nobody could kill you. Yeah, but then no one would target you, and like the point of a tank is to get aggro. So you could probably like do something like Maya in Overwatch, how you just build walls and create space in between. Do some tricky stuff like that. But currently, there's no ability for you to even like hit an enemy as a stone healer. It's all healing abilities and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm just gonna have a prop here, subheader text. When is this game coming out to beta? Beta 1 is July 4th. Her name is May. Yeah. There's a couple. Is it May? No, May? Okay, subheader text. This is you, your offer, and then their offer you will receive. Okay. May. Okay, cool. What did I say before? My. Let's see. You will receive. Okay, and you also need to make this guy um, all uppercase. Maya. Oh, that's really bad. Maya. Mora. She's my best character, honestly. Okay. Subheader. This guy also needs to. What is this guy complaining about? Window header. Why does this keep failing? I thought I deleted this file. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just need to delete these temp files. It seems to be complaining about something. Or maybe I just need to build again. Honestly, just like any competitive game will make you rage, no matter what type of game it is. Especially if there's like a ranking system, like, oh, it's so addicting yet toxic. It's not good for your health. Okay, so that looks really weird. This is subheader. I don't know what's going on down here. Okay. Because I didn't have any text in it, but I also don't know why it's the formatting is all messed up. Let's see. Window header. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, this guy needs to go outside. Actually, this should be this, and then this guy goes inside. See how that looks. probably need to run it again. Let's see. I don't know what happened to the border. Let's see. This guy. Dun, 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 dun. It's odd. It should be showing up. Maybe I need to put this guy before. Oh yeah, that's probably. So it's building again to fix that border issue, but that's the alignment is fixed. It looks like it pushed down the footer a lot more, so maybe I can't have these in the same container, or these guys in the same container. Okay. So maybe I just have to bring these guys out. And then let's not make that. Man, my back is aching. Oh god, that looks so weird. Do you get better at this, or is all this stuff kind of rudimentary? Yeah, I'm constantly. I feel like when you there's so many things to like with CSS. There's so many different things, like very specific things that you can't like memorize everything and what they do. So I guess I don't, as time goes on, I don't have to keep checking the web to see like what, okay, so how do I do this? How do I do this? It's just like anything else. The more you do it, the better, or the more you learn about it. But CSS is more just like, it is kind of problem solving, because you have to translate something into something usable. But it's also just like memorizing what a bunch of things do. And plus, like, the web is constantly changing really fast, so you kind of have to adapt to where the market is going and what the best practices are, especially with like design, not only just programming and CSS. It's just there's so many design changes in applications nowadays, or like design standards. They're constantly evolving. Like even in the last 5 years, it's just gone changed so much. Okay. So maybe I need to add some padding on this guy. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't need the. I only need that once. I don't know why I put that twice. Good catch, Oldovic. Good catch. So I guess I do need to break out the subheader as a separate thing. But I could probably share. I should share some of this stuff. Like these two guys, the foundations. Trade Windows subheader. Okay, and then I'm going to. I need to import these two guys and then just bring this guy over. This guy's just window header. And then the border foundation. Okay. I think that's all I need. And then this guy will have the subheader text prop. This guy won't. So I got rid of it. Can just copy and paste this guy and then delete that. And then go like this. Okay. And then let's just subheader. What the heck? Oh. Maybe capitalize the H here. Okay, that's fine. And then in here, get rid of this. And then add, or I have to import it first. Okay. That's fine, and then this is your offer. I don't even think I need a. I can just call this. Okay. And this is gonna be. You will receive. Okay, let's see. I've been attempting to teach myself for a bit, but I feel like I was more structured and I want one partner time. Except the school that teaches CS web good job. That would seem like a good opportunity, so I start July for time since I have to work full time. Oh dang, Zube, nice, congrats, man. Yeah, I was pretty lucky to find this gig. I've never actually, I hadn't heard of like web development and anything to do with games except just like making their website or something. But I think it's pretty popular now, or it's getting more popular. not working like in the game. I think it's more just UI, like PUBG's UI is built with web stuff, I believe. Okay, let's see. Did this build, like, did... Yeah, and also you can, like, open up containers inside the trade window, too. I'll need to test it out, like, when they start adding stuff in. Like, you shouldn't be able to, like, add rows to the containers and stuff like that. That'd be really weird. Huh. Okay. Is coinage an actual entity that doesn't magically turn from silver into gold, or is it just a number? Coinage, is that you talking about this thing? This is just like a static, so, like, placeholder for currency. I don't think we have any currency yet. Yeah, I don't think we have any, like, coins yet. Like how WoW turns, but what coins exist in your backpack? Yeah, I imagine so. We have this place right here that just says how much currency you have. And I think at a certain... we put this in a long time ago, like when we first put in this inventory, but... well, not a long time ago, but a couple months ago. But as you get more currency, the color changes. I think once you reach like 1 million, it goes to green or something, kind of like RuneScape does their coins. Okay. But this is literally just like a placeholder that was put into the API server, and the API server sends me just this constant 200,000. You have 200,000 currency, but you don't actually really have, or you can't really do anything with it. Okay, so what do I... Do you need a spot for a cash trade option? Probably would. I don't actually know like the utility of currency right now, but it's just not implemented yet. So until it's implemented, there's no reason to. It's a good question for the Q&A too. Like, what's the use of currency? Or, like, in our game, where can you use it? How important is it? I think I can. Yeah, change this guy. Do I even need this? Yes. have to add like an overlay or something. Let's see. So just like a fade. I guess it's gonna be over the border too. I think the border is the same color as the header. Let's change this guy into some RGB value. Let's see. Okay. And then we can actually, what is this border foundation? No, that has to do with the border. This is just a. Does the original or does the trade window cover the entire screen in game? It only covers half the screen, but to have your trade window open, you have to have a full screen widget open. But you can go through different widgets, like you can see your equipped items and have your trade window, or not, or you have your inventory open, your equipped items on one side, or you can have your stats and your equipped weapons, stuff like that. And eventually I need to make it so like I need to figure out the actual half screen navigation, because that'd be really weird if you could have two of the same things open. Like if you could have doing this. Alright, so dude, nah. Alright, right now you probably can, yeah you can, but I don't think you, I mean, I'll have to ask if you're allowed to do that. That was weird. Alright, well, there's a couple things that I'll need to fix with this stuff, but right now you can just like I think right now any drag-a-wall item component can be dragged into the trading window, because I haven't added like what you can and cannot. I just say accept everything right now, or any item. Okay. Scooby-Doo, good job. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yes, he is very awesome. Man, I do need to play Deox sometime. That's one game I haven't played. Everyone always says, whenever I stream, they always say I need to play it. Why isn't this background showing up? What? It says I didn't add anything onto it. That makes no sense because it's all right here. Can you drag items out from a bag that in the trade window back to the inventory? I think right now I haven't done anything about that. I think I'm not gonna. Well, I have to confirm with JB and Ben and stuff like that, but because if you could like do that and then like take an item out, that's like potential for a scam or something. So, like people could scam you like that. So maybe if you know have a container inside, just you'd have to take it out and then take out the items in your inventory, then put it back in, and then when you lock it, I think we're gonna open all the containers so you can check through all the containers, make sure everything's there. Yeah. Because also someone could have 2 red containers and then so I just don't know why this background is thank you, Scooby-Doo, man. It means a lot. Yeah, eventually we'll have to disable that type of stuff. I just haven't put in that code yet. I'm trying to figure out why the heck this background isn't coming through. Am I missing like a... Maybe I don't know. Zara, thank you for watching. Alright. Let's see. Man, what the heck? What is up with this? What is going on? Oh, is it because I think that's why. That is definitely why. It was just, I missed a parentheses. I also need to get like an actual color for this, the disabled, or like see what we want to do with that. And then need to, right now it's trying to send an API request, and the API request is saying like, no, you're not actually in a trade, so that's why it comes up with that error. Well, not that specific error, that specific error is something else, but we're not actually in a trade session right now, so stuff ain't gonna work. Okay, I mean that's not what it's supposed to look like, but the color at least showed up. Let's change the color of the text to white, and then let's not worry about that for now and just like move on and try to fix this thing. I don't know, there should be 2 more slots on each side. So maybe this guy's color should be white, and then let's see, where am I calculating like how many slots there are? It's in here, and then I'm doing it right here. So I think it's something of, I'm like getting the height and then dividing by, I'm just gonna see what is your job title at CSC? I'm a UI programmer. Let's see. Body dimensions, width, Maizukata size. Maybe this guy is like screwing things up. Slot dimension +4. What if I just said 0? Or let me pass this guy in and just say, see what that looks like, and also print out the body dimensions, because maybe the height is coming in wrong or something like that. Or I don't think the height is coming in wrong, I think it's maybe the width of the body. Yeah, it feels like my back is my upper back. Okay. So we can check. Oh, whoops. So yeah, that's coming in as right. I don't know what is up. Maybe these guys are the wrong side. Oh yeah, that's it. So that is why I think I'm guessing there's a hard cap to the weight of the gear you can carry. Is there a check to see if a trade would result in breaking the element? Probably, but there's I'd probably have to be done on the server, and something on the server would have to, because I potentially could look up like the other player's inventory and do the calculations, but we probably want to do that on the API server or something. But right now, I don't. For first pass, I don't think we're not gonna do that. I imagine eventually. Okay. Okay. Cool. That looks good. What the? Okay, never mind. It does not look good. Oh, maybe because I need to add like the spacing in between each one. I don't know if that's gonna change it. Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Just not 56, 62, because the margin is actually part of the dimensions of the slot. Is inventory size static or expendable? You can have you can add like more slots if you need them, but you have a weight, or at a certain weight, I think your character slows down. Okay, let's see. I need to go in here. Where's this guy? 62. Maybe see if I can. Yeah, we'll definitely change up some styles up here, but I just want to fix this guy real quick and then. It is coming together though. I think the midsection looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, now that looks real good. That fixed it. The spacing is pretty good. Maybe like a little more padding on the top and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So I'm gonna fix the alignment of these guys, and then maybe make them a little darker, and then fix up the cancel button. It's very CSS is very like specific things, you know, things that you don't realize, but then when everything comes together, it makes something pretty. Hello, JB. Hello. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna. I think just to center align this guy vertically, you just have to align item center on the footer, and then add some spacing in between the icon and the number. Let's see. Does lock change to locked or unlock one click? Yeah, so what happens is, right now I don't have any of that hooked up. I need some more support on the back end to, well, actually, I mean, I guess I could hook that up, but I can't actually trade with people right now because I can't really invite people. But yeah, it'll be like you lock it in, and then the locks come up, or you both have to lock it in, and then you both can then accept. It's like a two-step authentication. Will money add to your weight? I don't actually know if currency will add to the weight. That'd be pretty hardcore. I don't know much about currency. I should probably. I haven't actually like been too curious about the currency. You probably see what's up with it. I haven't read too much about it. Yeah. It's like the greedy. Okay. That's good, and then I'm gonna add some. I'm just gonna make a icon, footer icon, and then I think it's just C3, C3, C3. So instead of calling it in this, I'm just gonna call it up here. And then maybe just add a 5 pixel margin and maybe increase this by 10. And then replace these guys with footer icon. I don't really remember like a game I've played that has weight in their inventory. I'm not sure. It's always limited by slots, or yeah, I guess I've only played games that are like limited by slots. Can't think of any games. Oh, maybe like Baldur's Gate on the PS2, like way back when. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I think that's what it's called. That was all weight. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just like fix up this cancel button and make it look like this. I think the Realm might have been. I don't think I've ever played or heard of the Realm. Baldur's Gate wasn't an online game though. It was just like a PS2. I don't know if it was on the PC, but I know there's many different versions of Baldur's Gate, but Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I just played it on the PS2, and that inventory just was all weight. Didn't early Diablo have currency take up a slot like a stack of 1000 was 1 square? Oh, I didn't know that. I played Diablo 2, but I never played Diablo. So I don't know. I know Diablo 2 currency didn't take up any. There was a limit to your currency that you could have in your inventory, but there was no weight in your inventory at all, I don't think. You were limited by slots. Okay, so I do need to add this title ornament to the header. Gray button. Okay, maybe I should just, well, the locks are supposed to animate and stuff like that, so I don't want to do that yet. Trying to find if I do have the asset for the button, or maybe I don't need it, or maybe it's not like an asset. I think it's just a, okay. I don't think it's actually like any special background. It's just a black background with like 50% opacity or something, and then a gradient border. Let's see. So cancel button. So this guy is gonna be, maybe I'm just gonna do, maybe I should do it based off padding, so like 5, 20, and then let's do the background. So this is probably gonna be like, maybe like 2 or 0, 0, 0, and then 50, and then like a gradient border. So it looks like it's coming in from the top right. So yeah, so 2 bottom right or 2 bottom left, and then let's see. I'm just gonna make it for now. Just go gold to transparent. Let's move these guys up. I'm just gonna move these guys to the top, and then border image, and then slice, and then border width, 1px, and then what else? What is it? Border style. Solid. Oops. Gold itself takes up 1 inventory at the rate of 5,000 gold per 1 box. Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't know that. 5,000 gold. Wow, that's like really not that much. I don't know how much that was in Diablo 1, but like in Diablo 2, you would get 5,000 gold by killing, you know, a couple hell monsters. I think you would get like 5,000 gold off of one like monster from in the Baal throne room or something like that. I don't remember though. Okay. Almost. We need to change the text and the color is not actually gold. I'll actually get like legitimate colors for these guys tomorrow or something. Wow, that's annoying how this thing is opens up like that because I can't get the edge, the brightest part. Okay, maybe we can just go like this. Come on. Yeah, whatever. I'll get like actual. Oh my god. Struggling. Yeah, and then like the. Alright, I'm just gonna grab some random color. And then use it on that guy. Right here, and then maybe make this like 60% or something. Okay, and then I need to change the color to that as well. Okay. Ragnaroks. From what I've seen today, the UI looks beautiful. This was much more interesting than I anticipated. Have a nice night and keep up the great work. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Given when you're in the trade window, your vision is blinded for both parties for the duration of the trade. Will getting hit auto-cancel the trade or flash the border, etc.? I don't know. I haven't actually thought about. That'd be weird if you're trading in combat. I mean, there's probably some use cases, but I don't know if like that's acceptable. That's a good question for tomorrow, though, for the Q&A, because right now I'm not handling any combat events. If you're in the trade window, or if you're in any full screen UI, you're just in the full screen UI. But that's a good question. come up with these great questions all of it. That I have no clue the answer. Let's see, why isn't this guy giving me a pointer for the cursor? I can see a sniper wait for 2 characters to run up and stand still. Yeah. Oh, because this guy is like too long. These guys, let's see. Okay, there we go. So that doesn't really look like this at all. So maybe make the padding on the sides a little bigger and then uppercase the letters and change the font. So like 30. I wonder how many races classes will be playable when beta launches. July 4th, I think there's only 3 classes, or not 3 classes. Yeah, 3 classes per each race. And then there's 2 races per round, so 6. 3. Yeah, so 3 archetypes, I guess, and 3 archetypes, and then 6 different races, you know, 3 different realms. That's for beta 1 on July 4th. So what was causing that weirdness? I think it was this guy maybe. Are you using a CSS precompiler? No, I'm using a React Emotion right now. I guess you can consider it, yeah, precompiler, or it does the same job, but it's all in JavaScript. I don't know like the terms for like the CSS world, like preprocessor, precompiler. I don't know the difference between them. I just know how to use them and what they do. But yeah, this is Emotion, so you can kind of make components and organize your stuff, make it more React-y. Is CSS and JS considered a precompiler or CSS precompiler? Or is that just like Sass and stuff like that? Okay, okay. Man, what? Maybe just this guy right here. That's fine. And then what? Okay. Anyways, maybe need to make the percentage on this a little bigger, and then what else? I guess I can start working on the lock, because that seems to be like the last thing, and then start working on like polish, actually like focusing on the very, very small details. So I'm just gonna put the lock together right now, or the locked state, I guess. And I guess I'll just make a component for like locked overlay or something, because it seems to be or it's going to be used by both theirs and yours, so. Or I'll say like locked overlay. Set up the component. Then I'm just gonna call it in I'm just gonna call it over. Let's see, where is this guy? Is it just over the drop container or is it over the whole thing? Yeah, it's only over the drop container, so just call it in this guy and I'll say locked overlay right here. And then I can say locked overlay. Okay, so this guy is just gonna be on when the state is locked, so I think I can just add that in. So I need to pass in the state first of the trades, so my state, or I'll just say state because this guy is using both. Let's see. And then I need to import QL. How we communicate here with the other? You see it? Okay. Let's see. It says secure trade state, and then I'll say if state or this dot props dot, or I'm gonna name this trade state because that's weird. This dot props dot state. That's kind of weird. This dot props dot trade state is equal to, I think it's like that. So this guy, yeah, that's good. So it'll only show if it's locked, and then I need to pass the state down to this guy. So for now, I'm just gonna say these guys are locked, so we can actually see. So for this guy, so I'm gonna say container. So there's a bunch of different parts for this lock, because eventually we want to like animate different parts of it to make it look like it's actually locking. So I need to break it up into different parts, but I'm not gonna do any animations today. So we have the bottom left, the middle, the bottom right. Okay, yeah, so here's like the different parts of the lock and different parts of the border and stuff like that. So I guess I'm just gonna make a separate emotion, React emotion like component for each one of these guys, and then because they're probably gonna be moving independently, and then put them all together to make them look like they're just one thing. So I'm just gonna start with a lock. Just like, let's see, so this guy is gonna be maybe I should just yeah, I'll do this because it's gonna cover the whole trade drop container. So and then left, and then let's see. I think that's good, and then lock container. So this guy is gonna be. No, not that. It's gonna be this image and then this image, one on top of each other. So I can just use I'll add like the positioning to the parent, and then for the before and after, I'll just like the before can be the lock in, and the after can be just the lock. So. No, it's in trade. So let's see, lock. This is gonna be lock in, and I think Ku actually changed like the naming scheme of all the. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna update that before I. We have to change all these underscores to dashes. So I'm gonna update the images names and then fix all the errors so I don't have to do it later on, or like worry about a bunch of things later on. Let's see. So I might as well just get rid of these images, and then get the new naming scheme. Okay. What was your background? What is your title? UI programmer. Was your background mainly front end development? Yeah, it's all front end development, like web development. Let's see. But you know, I'm a curious guy. You know, in my free time, I'll like do other things, but like professionally, it's all just been front end development, front end web development, and then also mobile development. So like iOS apps and Android apps before here. Let's see. Where did it download to? Is this it? That's not it. What's the date? 4/19? Okay. Use React Native? Yeah, I used React Native. So it was pretty much like very, very similar to React. There were some it's different, but if you know React, you can easily learn React Native. Yeah, I did a little like native iOS development, but mainly just professional React Native for mobile. I don't think actually this does need like the state. That doesn't. Let's see. Okay, so I also need to change like see URL, and then let's go in here, source widgets, and then I think it's called full HUD screen, HUD full screen. Full screen, and then okay, so this is that. I'll probably need to go back and change the inventory namings, also the inventory image naming stuff, but for now I'm just gonna change the trade. Um, I guess like I'm only using a couple images for the trade right now, so it wasn't that big of a change. But it's good that I did it now, because I'll be on this lock. I don't want to have to go back and change, 10 places. Let's see. So let's see. Spotify playlist. It's just NCS releases. No copyright sound, I think it's called. Yeah, bunch of good music, especially for streaming. Doing Mongo Express notes up for fun lately. Made using EJS as my rendering engine. Well, I need to learn React. Nice, man. Yeah, I did a little like Node and Express stuff in my own time, but I've never done anything professionally with or like very for a long time like I do with React, with Node and API server stuff. I have like a general knowledge, like a very beginner knowledge on how everything works on in Node, just like I've set up a simple login authentication system, stuff like that, but it's just like to learn how everything works. Never actually implemented a full-on system in Node. Let's see. And then I'm gonna just make this guy maybe I should just go like that. Go like that. I'll just say lock. I don't need any container because and then I can go like okay. Now I should have a lock in the center of each screen. Actually, this probably, let's see. It's gonna push over something, so I need to drop container. And then where's the lock? And this guy will make like a, I could probably just reuse this class. Okay. So now it should we should just have this lock, and then next I'm just gonna add these borders. Let's see. Nope. I think what the? querying from Wormling API right now. I don't know why. Okay, so like PSD to HTML. Yes, yes. So I built most of kind of the JavaScript logic, and so now I'm just styling everything. What the? This guy should be. I think I did it reverse in the window view. Or no, the drop container. No, I didn't. No, why was that CSS styling called CSS digital or something random? Is that just React? That's React Emotion. They just generate random IDs, which can kind of get annoying because you don't really know where things are sometimes. But you can just add IDs to things like this. But yeah, they do something behind the scenes. I haven't actually looked into what or like how that works. Okay, so maybe I didn't have the right path to the image or something. It should be in here and here. This guy just doesn't have, I guess, like, so I need to look at like the dimensions of the image. Let's see. Okay, so open up that guy, open up this guy. Can I look at like the properties of an image through this? Edit. No. So this is the in. Okay. So this guy is 103 by 97, and that was just the lock. And then this guy, 68 by 60. Okay, now it should be showing up. But let me just I don't actually need to do that. I'm just doing it because okay. So yeah, it should have a lock in the very center. I don't know, I don't think they're gonna, I think they're just gonna be like on top of each other and look really weird, so I may have to position them in a certain way, but like move this in up a little bit. Yeah, so I just need to reposition this guy on top of this guy. And then eventually it'll be like closing in, you know, just do a simple animation like that. And this guy's like behind all the slots, so this guy needs to be the overlay. So I need to increase his Z index. So let me find this guy. So he's in here. So here needs to be like, and then make both these guys. Okay, let me just add that in, because I always like forget all the things I edited in Chrome's editor. Editor. Okay, let's see. And then need to go in here. So maybe have to do a different thing. The base of the padlock looks to be the older style of padlock where the shank pivots on one corner, whilst the shank seems to be a more modern up and down locking mechanism. I didn't, let's see what else. Let me move this guy up a little bit and then we can see like wait a second. That's funny. Like that. Like the bottom half is looks to be also where the shank pivots on one corner. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to bring that up with Ku. Didn't actually think about like the style of locks. I haven't. I don't think this guy has to go this far down, but like he has to. Maybe need to get a different top asset. Ah, I see what you mean. These guys. Yeah, he's a programmer. Okay, cool. Yes, I do not know my lock styles. I feel like locks in general are just kind of old school. I've never actually used one of these types of locks with the key. I don't think. They're all the combo locks and stuff like that. So this guy's gonna be. Yeah, that looks a little odd, because this line stuff. But so I'm just gonna start adding in the borders real quick. That should be pretty quick. Let's see. It's just a fancy modern lock. Yeah, it's like a hipster lock. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be bottom 0 and then left or right, yeah, left, and then the shank should go behind the base so you can see. Yeah, I think I need a different asset or something, or like use a mask or something, and I would need to think about it a little. But I'm just gonna add things in for now. And then let's look at the dimensions of the image. Okay, so this is going to be 244 by 95. And then I'm just going to add this to here. And then eventually I'll probably like make these values not absolute. But I'll have like the ratio and it's gonna be, I think this guy is just gonna be called top right or bottom right. Yeah, and then I'll make a middle, but in between these guys. Right, FPG. And then what is the width of this guy? Where's the bottom right? Here. So this guy's 244 by 95. I imagine the top has the same dimensions. Let's see, top right. And then just change the URL for the image. So top. And then do the same thing for the left, and then do the middle ones, and then I think the last thing is just the glare. Let's see, bottom. This is, it's not actually on the bottom, it's on the top right. This is going to be on the top left. Okay, so top left, and then I imagine this has the same dimensions as the other dudes, and then now we have to, let me just stub these guys in. And then let's just see what they they kind of look like. Actually, I want to see. I want to put everything together. See it all together. I doubt that it's gonna look correct, but just want to see everything combined. Top, middle. So this guy is gonna be in between. So it's gonna be top 0. And then he's gonna be left and right. And then I guess just center. Actually, you can just go like locked top mid. I think it's called mid, just middle. And then background position center. I think it's already by default center, but lock top, and then let's see the dimensions of this. This is 412 by 45, 45. Okay, and then bottom. So I imagine this is gonna be the exact same as the top. If it's not, then it's easy to change. And then all I have to do is just change this guy to bottom. Okay. Oh, I need to, let's see, top, middle, border. Middle border. Okay. So let's see if these guys look good. It does if it's being animated. If it's not animated, well, I have to say. Well, it eventually will be animated. I just haven't put in the animations yet. Alright, let's see. Okay, well, kind of, maybe, let's see. Is this the middle guy? Let's find the middle guy. And then, so, let's see. And then let's say no repeat. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to mess around with like the positioning a little, and then like add the glare. Let's see. So instead of doing this, I'll go. I'm gonna add just no repeat to all of them, just cause. I'm gonna go like this. And then just get no repeat, and then one has double. So. Okay, and then let's see. I need to make this guy 100%, and then the bottom one also 100%. And then that should be pretty good, pretty solid. Yeah. Oh, and then these guys are behind the slot, so I need to push them up more. I thought I already did that, but I guess I didn't. Where is so this guy let's see, locked container. I'll just like do everything the same as this, except give him a okay. And then do this. Lick the Champ from YouTube. Hello, glad to see the stream again. Greetings from Chelyabinsk. Successful work for you. Thanks for watching. Chelyabinsk? I'm totally saying that wrong. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So all we need to do is just add the glare. Probably need to fix some of this stuff. Let's see. No, even that's correct. Probably need to add like a black transparent, maybe like 50% overlay, and then that should be good. And that should be good for the locked overlay. But yeah, right now it's not actually locked. So also need to do that. You can't click items in the trade window because this thing is covering it, but right now you can just drag items over. So we'll need to disable dragging over. Let me just do that real quick and then I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see, trade job container. Okay, so disable, I have a disable drop, right? I think I have an option for that. And props dot trade state equals locked, and it's as easy as that. Now we shouldn't be able to drop if they are in the locked state. So and then also let's see, on drag. Okay, I think it'll probably still be going well, we'll see. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm just gonna end up polishing a lot of this stuff, like worrying about this small details, like the font sizes are kind of off. The button text kind of looks a little weird. I don't know what's wrong with it, so I need to get like Ku and JB's eyes on it, and then fix up this subheader and stuff like that. But today was just getting, everything in, and then tomorrow will be all about the very specific details. So I shouldn't be well, okay, so that didn't work. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Thank you for watching. See you later.